Wow, what a nice looking anime. The visuals are pretty, the music is relaxing. It's kind of a vibe. I might just watch this with my kids. It seems fun for the whole family. I'm sure there's nothing at all traumatizing in here. Nothing about the opening theme suggests it's anything other than a cutesy slice of life, so surely not. Right? You know those shows where, like, you know it exists, you have this vague idea that it's kinda weird, but you never actually watch it? Yosuga no Sora is one of those, and I have committed a great sin, so you won't have to. The story of Yosuga no Sora is that the parents of these twin siblings died, so the kids move back to their childhood home in the countryside, where the brother becomes very popular with women. He solves all their problems like it's Bakemonogatari or Bunny Girl Senpai, except with multiple endings. As far as I can tell. I didn't bother watching with subtitles because, let's face it, anyone can tell at a glance this show isn't exactly high art. It's not difficult to get the gist of what's going on without speaking Japanese. That said, I understood enough to assure you that Yosuga no Sora is not engaging on its own merits. Unless you're up for generic slice-of-life plot with occasional and abrupt plot. More on that later. Structurally, this anime is irritating to watch. It was originally a visual novel with multiple routes, which worked because it was a video game, not a TV show. But what Studio Feel, who forebodingly also produced Kiss X Sis, decided to do is adapt several of these endings into the anime. The result is a handful of arcs fleshing out each girl's gay-ass personal issues that the main dude helps her with, after which he fleshes her out. It's a choose-your-own-adventure, with time resetting a bit after each conclusion. This way, the story can take a different route, and Haruka can plow a different ass. I despise this format, and I know exactly why they went with it. It's the same issue with stuff like Amagami SS or Bokuben. Picking one girl as the winner might piss off fans of the other girls. So, to ensure nobody's feelings get hurt, every girl wins, which ensures nobody is happy either. It's lazy, but even worse, it's cowardly. Say what you will about Gotobun's ending, but at least it had the balls to pick one girl, even though there was no indication whatsoever that she specifically was gonna win, like no special development or... Anyway. Point being, it's not that hard to please your target audience. All anyone wants is a cutesy romance with some funny ha-has, a little drama, and maybe some suggestive scenes. I think I speak for all anime normal anime fans, when I say we do not go into a show that looks like this, expecting this. My right hand to God, I was not aware prior to watching this anime that it was borderline porn. Oh sure, it's tagged with mild nudity, but that undersells it. We never see dick or pussy, but next to nothing is left to the imagination. There is no ambiguity about what's happening in these scenes. And of course I had the reverse problem of my youth, and now I can only find uncensored versions of these shows. So sadly I had to edit in all these light beams myself. This show is hentai, and not even particularly good hentai. Setting aside the forgettable plot, as well as how innocuous it appears barring bareback scenes, this is some degeneracy. Well, okay, that's dishonest. For the most part, it's pretty vanilla. You know, main dude with this week's love interest. That's fine, I guess. When you ignore the complete tonal disruption of the story by a surprise dick down, you'll have these pretty visuals accompanied by pretty music, you know, an actual mood, and then it cuts to this. That's kind of the entire experience of watching Yosuga no Sora. You're watching a standard, if not boring, slice of life, and then titty jump scare. Oh dear, the 20-something-year-old maid is having sexual fantasies about the high school boy again. Such a wacky woman. It's actually kind of funny because this show takes itself completely seriously. They'll be having such deep conversations as, "My half-sister molests me and that makes me uncomfy." And in the midst of one of these scenes where the main dude is spitting his rhetoric and friendship speeches, panty shot, cleavage. What do you want from me? Am I supposed to be thinking hard or be hard? The hardest part of watching Yosuga no Sora is not getting bored. I think the fan service is only here to stop you from falling asleep. I mean, these characters are just lame. It's the same harem cast you've seen 100 times. Princess, glasses, childhood friend, sister, class rep, legal, inexplicable chick magnet protagonist and his best friend, who has a personality and charisma but gets zero pussy of his own because, fuck him, I guess. They occasionally get scenes where everyone is together and bouncing off each other. Usually, though, most are relegated to the background as Haruka works his magic on this week's lay. None of them are afforded an opportunity to grow since, need I remind you, time resets every time the magician is done. I've been pretty negative so far, so why don't we discuss what I liked? Not much. This show looks pretty good. Until it's interrupted by fucking. The music sounds nice. The entire one leitmotif. The show sometimes got some laughs out of me. For the wrong reasons. Sora's design is cute. Until she acts like a cunt. Oh shit. I forgot about her. Haruka fucks his sister. She gets more sex scenes with him than any other girl in the show. At least I think she does. I'm not going back to count. And to make things worse, she's probably the canon ending because she gets like 4 episodes and comes last. No pun intended. Now, far be it from me to decry artistic freedom, but what is that country's obsession with fucking their second cousins and shit? I don't understand. As soon as I hear someone say not related by blood, thereby bypassing the moral taboos of this fetish, I start thinking maybe the firebombing campaign should have continued past World War II. I know I sound harsh right now. It's partially for comedic effect. I'll go ahead and state what is hopefully obvious. This is fucking disgusting. If this show was just slice of life with sex, I wouldn't have bothered with this video because really and truly, who cares? But to this day, I am embarrassed to admit I watch any anime. A lot of people still assume it's all weird crap like this one, and sadly it's not without reason. And that, I think, is enough for me. In conclusion, if you're planning on watching Yosuga no Sora, don't. But if you must, then be prepared to get whiplash when Haruka whips out his cock. Don't fuck your sister.
調子の狂うこと言わないでください。
悪い、お前ら今度の休み空いてる。